You're probably wondering why the fuck it's so dark, and I'll let you know here in a second. I'll get to the point. So yeah, 1 second. 1, 2. Okay, so yeah, the point of this whole video is just, I guess I'm just talking about lighting. I'm letting everybody know, like, why lighting is important when it comes to either filmmaking or streaming. And a lot of it has to do with just the technicalities of your camera. If you're using a DSLR camera, a lot of the times you can get away with a little bit of less light, because when it comes down to it, what really is grabbing the light is the sensor, and usually it's just how much light is going into the sensor, and the smaller the sensor, usually the less light that's actually allowed to go into it. So, say you have a webcam. A lot of the time it's gonna look like hot garbage unless you pretty much put the sun up to your face. And then you get a little bit further, you go into like maybe a bigger webcam like the Elgato Facecam. You're gonna get a little bit better lighting with lower light, but it's still gonna look like hot garbage. Then you get up to a DSLR, or possibly even just like a camcorder. Those have larger sensors that are able to absorb more light. And usually, whatever is restricting the light is the f-stop on your lens whenever it comes to mirrorless and DSLR. But pretty much what it comes down to is light is probably one of the most important things when it comes to like the actual, I guess, visual aspect of any of your content. It could be streaming, it could be some sort of videos, it could be almost absolutely fucking anything. But when it comes down to it, you are always going to need to find different ways to adjust lighting without actually adjusting the settings. So, I mean, I did a video about ND filters, and what an ND filter is, it just restricts some of the lighting. So you don't have to actually change your settings, because when it comes down to it, a lot of those settings are really, really good for you to have, like the 1/50 if you're shooting in 24 frames a second. F1.4 or as low as you can go down on the f-stop, because it's going to be letting in more light. I mean, in the one case, it's ISO, you want it as low as possible because it's adding artificial light. But I mean, you even think about it, it's like it has the ISO is artificial light that's created. I think that's how it goes. I'm not entirely sure how ISO is introduced, but I mean, if you think about it, it's putting more light onto the image at the cost of grain and everything like that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, for the love of God, people, light up your face, light up your subject, light up your image, because the people that put their faces in front of a camera and use their screens to light their face. Yeah. But no, like, if you want the best image out of the camera that you're using, you're going to have to use a lot of light. Because, like I said, you have to accommodate for the sensor size that you have, the settings that you're on, and everything like that. Like, right now, I'm not going to deny the fact that I don't have that much light in here, but I have a larger sensor because I'm using a APS-C sensor. And because of that, I'm able to use lower light and get better images in lower light. But if I was using a C920, I wouldn't. It would look fucking terrible, and I wouldn't like it at all. When I was using a C920, I had 2 extremely huge studio lights, and it was really bright. And I'm kind of glad that I got away from that, but I still have studio lights in here that actually put a really good, you know, burst of light onto my face. They put it puts a good burst of light onto my face, and because of that, you get to see this crisp ass face. I mean, look at this thing. This is me bald again because I decided it's that time of day. But anyways, just kind of wanted to go over this. I just wanted everybody to understand that lighting is an extremely important thing of filmmaking and streaming. So please, for the love of God, light yourself. And on that note, I love you. Bye.